Hello everyone, welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name is James and today we're doing another product showcase video. As you can tell, we're still trialling out the new format and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's get on to the main important thing, which is showing off some of these products. These are some more SECR coaches. These are the longer 60-foot coaches from the Trio-C set. So very nice birdcage on top there. Just make sure I don't see too far. Ooh, there. Come on. There we go. Yeah, make sure we don't see too far over there because it makes my computer lag a little bit. And yeah, we've got some nice coaches. We've got both the, the more usual looking bogie Trio-C set at the top here. This is what Bachmann, Graham Parrish have made in Engage. So we've got other nice looking coaches there. They have the typical birdcage up the top here. I've also got some of the later Trio-C sets and also some other coaches in the range as well. And these ones don't have the birdcage at the top. These are the later steel panelled ones. So they're very smooth sides, don't have that nice panelling on the side here. But yeah, made both of them just so you can, well, mix and match if you want to. So they are all on sale now, if I remember correctly. If not, I'll double check. But yeah, they should be all on sale. And yes, they do have interiors, as best as interior which can make. And yeah, they're fairly easy to put together. Because all you need to do is you paint it, you glaze it, then you stick the underframe on the bottom here, and then you stick the bogies on and stick the wheels on and the couplings, and it's all done. Yep, very easy. So we have how many? Ooh, I don't know what's up with sketch up today, but it's being a bit weird. We have 9 different coaches here. So 2 of them are the same I say same diagram. One's the timber panelled and one's the steel panelled version of the same diagram. Don't know why it's the same diagram number, but I have split them up just so you know which one's which. Anyway, on to the next product, which is some Hastings units. Here we go. All of the Hastings units. So we've got short ones at the top here. I think that's the short ones up the top. Yes, we've got short ones up the top. Ooh, and again, lagging a little bit. Unfortunately, they are quite detailed. Especially, it's mostly this grill on the side here. Always lags the computer out a little bit. But yeah, very nice there. And they have got, they have got detail on the front and also detail on the back. Not quite as much detail on the back, but that's how it's showed on the drawings. Let's see. And we've got the longer ones at the bottom here. And also, due to I have got all the pieces for it, I have got one of the thumpers made as well. This is the one which used what was this part again? The 2 EPB DTS coach and used some bits from the 201 units as well. So yeah, that's made as well. I think that was the 3D. So that's made. So we've got a thumper and some Hastings units. And these are, again, made very similar in the same way as the coaches. You paint them, you glaze them, you stick the underframe on, you paint, put the bogies on, and that's most of it done. And for the power units, for the longer ones, that'll use the typical TM25 or 20 meter long Tomitech chassis, or anything which is anything else which is same length. For the shorter one, you'll need something like an 18 meter chassis. I'm not entirely sure of that one because I'm not familiar with the lengths of the right length for which you need. I think it's either the 18 or the 17 meter Tomitech chassis, and they will be thin enough to fit inside because I have made these slightly wide enough just to make it so you can stick a chassis in without much problems. Ooh, and yeah, I probably should should stop doing that. Yeah, they look very nice there, don't they? Very happy. And for people who want the thumpers, I do wait. They have been made. They're already on sale, but I'll show you them next time. But yeah, very nice there. Ooh, SketchUp is a bit weird sometimes. Yeah, very nice there. Again, interiors as well, nicely detailed. And they have got underframes as well. Yeah, very happy with that. Ooh. Actually, I should probably mention which ones they are. It's the 6L, 6S, 6B, 5L, and the 3D. I may be missing one, so that's 5 multiple units there. Anyway, on to the last item, which is a tank engine. Very nice one. I have 3D printed one of these myself, and I'll build that eventually. I have a long list of stuff which I need to build, but this is a LBSCR I3. Very nice looking tank engine. This is probably my most detailed tank engine because I've added lots of little bits. Yes, this is to diagram, just about to see it here, B58. So very nice 442 tank engine, if I remember right. No, 22. I'm getting my numbers confused, but 442, there we go. So yes. Very nice engine there. This is intended to use the the Ferris 5MT chassis without the valve gear attached. Because we don't need it. All we need is the coupling rods, and remove the back drive wheel and stick in a Dapple M7 bogey wheel in there. Basically build it like how you would do my H1 and H2 classes, except for without the tender. That's basically it, really. But so that's the intended chassis of how I've designed it, and that's how I'll be building it. But just show the other side. Mostly the same, but yeah, that's how I'll be intending to build it. But if anybody suggests a better version, do let me know. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on and actually tell you a bit more about each of the prototypes, and yeah, that'll be it, really. So I hope you enjoyed all the items. I still hope that you give me feedback on if you like this format or not. I'll be doing at least one more video in this format, and if it doesn't go through, well, I'll change back to a different one, to the original one. But again, this is a lot easier for me because I don't have to print off everything. Anyway, hope you enjoy, and if you do like the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, well, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. But that's going to be it for me. So stay tuned if you want to hear about the prototypes. But if not, take care now. Bye bye. Class 201, Class 202, and Class 203 were the TOPS codes for a series of diesel-electric multiple units built for the Southern Region of British Railways in 1957 and to 1986. They were classified by the Southern Region as 6S, 6L, and 6B, respectively, and known collectively as the Hastings Diesels or Hastings Units. They were built for the service on the Hastings Line, which had a restricted loading gauge due to deficiencies in the construction of the tunnels when the line was built between 1845 and 1852. The 6S units were built on 56-foot 11-inch underframes built at Gosport Works and originally intended to be used for locomotive hauled carriages. The 6L units were built with vehicles which had 63-foot 5-inch long underframes with a formation identical to the 6S units, but the total seating capacity was 288 due to the increased car length, up from 242 seats. The 6B units were built on the same longer underframes used for the 6L units, Formation was similar to the 6S and 6L units, except for an unclassified buffet car replacing one of the second-class carriages. The Hastings Units served from 1957 to 1988, being withdrawn when the Hastings line was electrified with single-track sections through some of the tunnels. The LBSCR I3 class is a class of 442 steam tanker locomotives designed by DEMUs for suburban passenger service on the London Brighton South Coast Railway. After introducing two unsuccessful designs of 442 tank locomotives with the I1 and I2 classes, the Douglas Earl Mars learned a lesson and provided a new design with a far larger firebox. The new design was a tank version of Robert Billington's successful B4 class tender locomotives. At the time of its introduction, engineers were beginning to take an interest in superheating, and Mars therefore ordered two locomotives from Brighton Works for comparative purposes, one with a saturated boiler and one with a superheater. These were built in October 1907 and March 1908 respectively. Both varieties of the I3 class proved themselves to be excellent locomotives, but the superheated versions were slightly cheaper to run on express trains, especially when compared to the B4 and H1 classes. The first worn-out member of the class was withdrawn by the Southern Railway in 1944, but the remainder survived into British Railways ownership in 1948, although all were withdrawn between January 1950 and May 1952. Having all completed very high mileages. No examples have been preserved. The 60-foot 3-coach Birdcage C sets were introduced by the South Eastern Saturn Railway between 1912 and 1915. Built by Ashford Works, Metropolitan Amalgamated RC&W, and Cravens at 10 feet longer than previous builds, these 62 sets were the most numerous type of Birdcage design. The final 10 C sets were steel panelled following on from coach number 1319, although coach number 1336 was not equipped with a birdcage and had two end windows instead. Around the time of the introduction of the birdcage sets between 1912 and 1913, the SECR started applying a light maroon or red-brown shade with a gold lining to its coaches. Under the Southern Railway, the C sets would have been repainted olive after grouping, although many were still in SECR livery until 1929 at the latest. At the end of the Southern period, many were in matchlight green, only to be repainted in typical BR Crimson Lake in March 1949. Coaches would also be redeployed into push-pull sets, and many were sent to the Isle of Wight, although without their roof observatories.